Hi guys, today I am going to be dyeing my very first skein of yarn. I bought the kit from Knit Picks. These are the acid dyes, but I think today I'm going to use Wilton's, let's see, this does not have, oh there it is, Wilton's icing color, which is food coloring. I'm going to use citric acid. I have my little thing to soak the yarn in. I'm using the Knit Picks Swish DK Bear. Let's see. In case you guys want to see that part right there. 100% superwash merino wool, 246 yards. And then I have my saran wrap. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so here I'm in my sink. I'm gonna fill this up with some water. And I'm going to add, I'm just kind of guesstimating, I'm gonna add 1 or 2 tablespoons of the citric acid to the water. I'm gonna make sure that my water is lukewarm or like normal temperature. So I'm gonna go ahead and I kind of had already hanged this up. I'm going to go ahead and submerge this straight in here. I don't know why I'm so nervous to do this. It should be like dyeing extensions, right? But okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and submerge this for 30 minutes and then I will be back. Okay, so I'm back. It's been over 30 minutes. It's been in there for a while. I'm gonna go ahead, pull the yarn out. I'm afraid to like scrunch it up too much, but I guess you want to leave just a little bit of water in there. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put it on my saran wrap. Okay guys, so I'm just kind of winging it. This doesn't have any measurements, but I don't know how much water I'm gonna actually need. And then I think I should still add citric acid to it. I don't know, I'm just winging literally everything. This is my first time doing this. And I think you should add, I think they said to add a little bit of citric acid when I watched a few videos. I don't know, I just added a very little bit of a little teaspoon I have right here. And then I guess I'm just gonna add, look how it already dyes your fingers. I should have put on gloves already, but I already didn't. So I will not be working with clay tonight. That's for sure. So I'm gonna go ahead and drop that in there. I don't know how much to drop in. This is like jelly. So that was the orange. I hope that's enough. And I'll go ahead and shake it. You boys be nice. I might have put too much water in this. What do you think? Ooh, it's getting everywhere. This is no good. What a mess. I'm gonna go and do this over the sink. So let me move over. So I moved to the sink. I think I'm gonna go ahead and try different colors. I feel like I should have put less water in this one. So I dumped some of it out. I'm going to add more food coloring to it. This is that food frosting. I want like a vibrant orange. So I want to make sure that I'm getting, but you know what? Something about this like jelly, I don't know, man. I think I should have gotten a, it's not breaking down as good as I would want it to. I don't know. We'll see. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick little voiceover and have this fast forward. Basically, I'm just going to mix all of my frosting dye into the water, and I'm going to shake it up and have it all ready. What I did notice when I was applying the color to the yarn was I didn't make enough like water dye. So it's better to have it filled up all the way, like the bottle, than to like have to stop and redo it again. So I would suggest, if you're doing this at home, to fill up the whole bottle with water and then add your dye in it. That way you don't have to stop and remake some more. Purple. I don't know. Let's just go ahead and start dyeing because I really don't know. We'll do orange right here. I'm so nervous. I don't know if I have enough like water solution in here. Oh my god, I probably don't. So I probably need to add, can you guys see this? So now I really wanted to add some of those speckles to my yarn. So what I did was I took black dye and I used a straw, and I'm just like dipping it in the solution and then just tapping it over the yarn. It actually turned out amazing. I tried it the second time on a different skein, and I don't know if it was because it was a different type of yarn that it didn't, you know, grasp on to the speckles as good as this one, but I would still recommend trying this method if you're beginning like me and you really want to achieve some speckles. Turned out beautiful. I'm gonna go ahead and roll it up, and this is where I'm like scared. So I'm just kind of like drying up the corners. I feel like that green, oh my god, is that green gonna make the biggest mess? I feel like the green bled the most. I'm not sure why. Alright guys, so here I am rolling my yarn up in the saran wrap like a little burrito, and I'm gonna go ahead and place it on a plate, a microwave safe plate, and I popped it in for, the first time I did it for 2 minutes, the second time I did it for 2 minutes, and then the third time I did it for 1 minute. So a total of 5 minutes, but I kept checking it every 2 minutes to make sure it wasn't like, you know, burning or anything. I probably would have left it in there 1 more minute, but I don't know. I didn't feel like it was necessary at the time. Okay, so after you microwave it, you want to let your yarn cool down completely. I let mine sit in the saran wrap for about 2 hours. I was really busy getting my kids to bed, so I literally just pulled it out, let it cool down completely. You can see me pulling it out of the saran wrap barely in the screen. I apologize about that. I thought that you could see a little bit more. But basically what I'm doing here is I'm kind of rinsing it with like room temp water. I didn't want to go too hot or too cold. I filled up my little white bucket with the same temperature water, like lukewarm. You don't want it too hot or too cold. And I used regular Dawn dish soap in that like soapy wash. And I'm just dipping my yarn in that wash, kind of like, you know, getting all of the dye that's left in there, which surprisingly nothing barely came out of it, which I was really kind of shook about because I thought for sure that color would still come out of it, but it didn't. So yeah, I'm just rinsing it, washing it really good. It's pretty much self-explanatory. You don't want to over manipulate the skein of yarn. You just kind of want to rinse it really good. And then what I did was I hung it on a old hanger that I have that has like a cushion on it. It belonged to my grandma, and I just let it air dry for a whole day. Yeah. Here is the skein of yarn that I dyed in the video. I figured this is a week or two later. I figured I'd share all of the ones that I have dyed. I will be listing, I think, 1 or 2 more videos on the process of these. I did notice that dyeing yarn, this specific type of yarn, it's called DK Swish Bear, is the same as this one. And this one's the same, but it's a lighter weight of worsted yarn. These tend to take dye a little bit better. Of course, these are a little bit more money, almost double the price of these skeins. This one's Wool of the Andes in a worsted size 4. You can see the difference in the vibrancy of the colors, even in this one. I did the same technique I did with this one, and you can see how much more vibrant the greens and the colors are on this skein of yarn. But I highly recommend dyeing if you have a passion for it. It's a lot of fun, and I am going to keep dyeing yarn. I'm going to be listing these on my Etsy. I don't know if I'm not listing this one for sure. It's my first skein. I'm keeping it forever. I really want to keep this one, but I think this one would be perfect to go, you know, and then I'll list these. Yeah, so let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks for watching. Bye.